Did you hear? Minecraft 1.20 has been released, and that means so has Vanilla Tweaks. The team have put together another bunch of tweaks and changes for this newest update. And the last time we covered Vanilla Tweaks was with the last update for 1.19.4. And if you didn't see that video or my others, your question might be, what exactly is Vanilla Tweaks? It is a resource pack picker that focuses on subtle changes to the game, like these dye textures, or useful additions like being able to tell the difference between waxed copper and regular copper. And of course it also adds the amazing dark UI you're seeing right here. So Vanilla Tweaks is a website that you can interact with, and we'll start this video off with a quick tutorial. At the top of the resource pack picker you can select which version of Minecraft you would like to select your tweaks for. These tweaks are all split into different categories. When you open one up you can then start to make a selection from the different packs. When hovering over a pack, you'll see a preview of what it does on the side. If you wanted to select everything inside of a single category, then you got the pickle button here. And any conflicts between packs will be highlighted by colours, and when you hover over them, it tells you what it's incompatible with. You can also change the order in which the packs appear on the side here to prioritise one over another. And then the download button is directly below this list. And if you don't know how to install a resource pack after you've downloaded it, you can click this button. It's a nifty tutorial that will run you through all the steps to get your resource pack into the game. So with our quick tutorial concluded, you might be expecting us to get into the changes and additions, but actually we're going to start with things that have been removed. And this is a cause for celebration because down in the fixes category, some of these things have been incorporated into the vanilla game. The recipe button texture has finally been updated, as has the fix for the bottom side of a hopper's texture and the tuxedo cat. So you will no longer find these on the website as they're now a part of the vanilla game. A new addition to the aesthetic category, we now have consistent bamboo planks. How is it that they're consistent? They're now going to match the plank texture of other wood types. So if this is what you really wanted from bamboo wood, you can have it. It is quite similar to the birch planks, but there's enough of a distinction there to separate them. And just in case you forgot, this is what they normally look like. If you saw my last video on Vanilla Tweaks, this will make so much more sense because the zombie skin now has the option to become a Steve. Obviously, it kind of looked like this by default, but by adding the additional skins, you can see that there was a need to have a Steve zombie too. So I'll jog your memory for a second. We're talking about the new skins that were added to Minecraft and how they've been adapted to match the zombie skin. There is also a reminder that if you select all of the skins together, it will work with mods such as Optifine to randomize which zombie has which skin. And along with this, the mob head that drops from the zombie will now have the correct skin to match the zombie it was dropped from. If you're fond of the glass doors and trapdoors texture pack, well, rejoice, it's been updated for the cherry and the bamboo. This is what they look like. And just in case you forgot, this is what they look like without glass. And in the 3D category, we have some new additions too. This is the chiseled bookshelf. It currently doesn't have any books in it. It's a really nice 3D effect to have that depth, and this is what it looks like when you start to add the books one by one. Here's a much clearer look at the various ways you could arrange these chiseled bookshelves. You can probably get a good idea of what this feels like. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this 3D model. It's really quite nice. And in this category, you can also find the 3D doors and trapdoors. As you'll probably guess, these have been updated for the cherry door and trapdoor, and the bamboo ones as well. Now, if you're looking to customize the game's menu interface, there is a new addition. It is the mangrove swamp. This is simply the background from 1.19. Along with this, you can select cherry planks as your background for the menu, or you can go with bamboo. And coming soon in the near future, the bamboo mosaic is going to be another option for your menu backgrounds too. Do you like Vanilla Tweaks? Do you want to stay informed about it? Not only do I cover Vanilla Tweaks, I cover all of the Minecraft updates as well. A great reason to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Thanks for listening. Now let's crack on with the video. In the retro department, we have a rename option. If you preferred Pottery Shard over Pottery Sherd, you can select this pack to change that. And with new mobs comes new additions to the peace and quiet category. You'll have to navigate down here to mobs, and that's where you can find the quieter camel and the quieter sniffer in case these make too much noise for you. And now for the utility section, where we have a really interesting new addition. You can add borders to suspicious sand and suspicious gravel. as well as seeing a preview of what the redstone level of a music disc is. So just having a quick glance at these in-game, you can see that they do stand out really nicely. As well as in the inventory too, they're much clearer now to tell apart from one another. And the redstone visualization for the music disc is also done through the GUI, so if we go and hover over a disc, you'll see now it tells us its redstone strength. And of course, these are actually sorted in order all the way up to here. Other side skips past pig step, so it gets a little out of order at the end. And of course, relic and other side, they share a signal strength of 14. So with a new biome and a new tree type, there's quite a bunch of changes related specifically to the cherry blossom, so let's go over those. In the terrain category, the bushy leaves pack will now support cherry leaves. And so does nicer fast leaves found in the fixes category. Also from terrain, circular log tops will be compatible with the new cherry log. And if you like your retro textures, the old planks supports cherry planks. Also in the retro category are oarless boats. Yep, that's right, once upon a time, the boats did not have oars. And so the cherry boat has been updated for this, but of course you've got the raft for bamboo too, and that looks like it's had its oars removed. So yes, with this one, it's actually both of those wood types. You can now have these boats or rafts without oars. And the same thing goes for the pixel consistent signs in the fixes category. This applies to all of the different wood types now. So next, a couple of data packs, which currently, as of recording, I don't have access to, but I'm going to be able to show you what they do. We are talking about the More Mob Heads data pack, which adds more mob heads to the game, and the Wandering Trader pack seen on Hermitcraft, which enables you to trade additional blocks with the Wandering Trader. So it'll be no surprise that, of course, the Sniffer and the Camel, being the new mobs, are the new mob heads that can drop. The Camel's head is not exactly square and traditional, and neither is the Sniffer in a way. It's more square, but it's a lot larger. So I'm going to have to be your model for now. This one's quite ridiculous. And so is the Sniffer, to be fair. Of course, the best way to model these is with armor stands so that we can just maneuver around and get a good look at these. Now, the Camel is definitely the trickier of the two to get right, but I think that Stridy's done just about as good of a job you could do with this as you could. These are really great textures. Now, as for the Wandering Trader, with new blocks in an update, there's going to be new additions to the random trades that will appear inside of the menu here. So there are 6 of these new additions. We've got the block of bamboo and the bamboo planks, as well as cherry log, cherry planks, the chiseled bookshelf, which is my favorite of them, and the Sniffer egg too. And of course, with these trades, remember that you need the block and some emeralds to get them, although with the Sniffer egg, you're going to need the Sniffer egg item. And that's all the changes this time for Vanilla Tweaks, but I got a question for you. With all the new changes and additions in 1.20, are there any things you think could belong in Vanilla Tweaks? Leave a comment down below with your ideas. And let's also take a moment to just thank all the people that have contributed to the various resource packs. And of course, the Vanilla Tweaks team themselves. They're doing a wonderful job keeping this amazing resource pack picker going. And so on that note, we conclude the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for future Vanilla Tweaks update videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.